Hi guys, so today we're checking out the Axial mirror mounted sequential LED turn signals in a smoked finish, fitting all 2016 and newer Toyota Tacomas. So if you are in search of an upgrade for the front end lighting on your truck, this is going to be a great choice to take a look into if you're looking for something that's easy to do and is going to make the world of difference when it comes to your Tacoma. Now this will be great for the Tacoma owner who has damaged this turn signal light on the mirror, or one has burnt out and you're looking for a replacement as well as an upgrade. Now this is going to come with a smoked finish, which will have a very stealthy appearance when mounted up on the mirror, and it's going to do a good job at matching with any other smoked lenses that you may already have on your truck or any other blacked out accessories. It's really going to complement that in the fact that this is going to have a very sleek look to it. Now this will also include a strip of LEDs. As you can see here, this is also going to have a sequential feature, which is going to be very different from the factory option. Now it's going to add a little bit of style to the front end of your truck, make you a little bit more noticeable while you're driving around on the street, and the bright amber LEDs are going to have a good lighting performance, again, to make you more noticeable and keep you a little bit safer while you're driving around. Now overall, this is just going to add some very unique styling to the front end of your truck. So if you are a fan of a smoked out look and you like the fact that this is going to have that sequential feature, then this will be right up your alley. Now with that being said, these are going to be right around the $100 price point, and in my opinion, with the quality construction and the overall function of this turn signal, I think that that is a very good price point. Now this is going to be set up very well, and of course it is going to have those couple of features that are going to be a big step up from the factory performance and that factory light, and in comparison to some other choices, you may see some other options with a clear lens. Some may not have the sequential feature as you see here. So it kind of comes down to your personal preference, but again, if you're looking for an easy mod that's going to match with other blacked out accessories, if you're a fan of that smoked look and you want something that's unique mounted up on your truck, then this is going to be a great choice. Now, as far as install is concerned, this is going to be very easy to install. This is a plug and play installation. There's no wiring included. All you have to do is plug it in once you take off the mirror housing. So I'm going to give it a 1 out of 3 wrenches on the difficulty meter. Probably take you about 30 minutes to install with some very basic hand tools. So speaking of that install, let's jump into that now. The tools that I used for my install were a soft pry tool, a Phillips head socket, and an impact wrench. So our first step to this install is to take off the back of our mirror cover. Now we can easily pry on this. You just want to make sure that you're careful when doing this. There's a little slit up at the top. I'm going to take a pry tool or a soft pry tool, and I'm just going to pry on the back of the mirror cover and pop it off the mirror. Should pop out of place like that, and then we'll be able to access the couple of bolts that are holding in our turn signal. So there will be 2 screws that are holding on the turn signal assembly here. I'm going to take a Phillips head socket. You could also use a Phillips head screwdriver, and I'm going to remove those 2 bolts. Now we want to save these because we will be using these with our new turn signal. So once those 2 bolts are removed, what we can do is kind of wiggle this out of place. And this whole part of the bottom side of the mirror is going to come off. And there's going to be a little tab that's holding on the turn signal itself. I'm just going to pinch that tab and push forward on the turn signal to get it off the bottom part of the housing. Right? And that will separate the turn signal from this bottom part of the mirror housing. So at this point, once this is separated, we can just unplug the turn signal by pressing down on this tab and pulling back on the wiring harness. And now we can replace our light with our new sequential turn signal. So before we hop into this install, I did want to stop down, tell you guys a little bit more about this new turn signal setup in comparison to our factory one, show you some of the similarities and differences between the two. So starting off is just a brief overview of our factory turn signal. We're gonna have a standard plastic housing here. We're also gonna have a clear lens on the front. Now inside we're gonna have a strip of LEDs, and they are going to have a solid blink to them when your turn signal is actuated. Now when moving over to our new turn signal, this is going to be a little bit different different in the way that it's constructed and how it actuates. So this is still going to have a standard plastic setup, but on the front we're going to have a smoked lens instead of a clear lens, and that's going to add a very stealthy look to the front end of the truck while also matching any other smoked or blacked out accessories. Now this is also going to have a strip of LEDs inside. Those are going to last for a very long time because of the lifespan of an LED. They are going to illuminate in an amber color, but the difference between the new turn signal and our old turn signal is the fact that this is going to have a sequential feature instead of a solid blink. So that's going to add more of a unique feel to the front end of the truck. Now what I do like about this option is the fact that it is also DOT and SAE approved, and this is going to be completely plug and play. So just like how you saw I took out the old turn signal, this is going to go in the exact same way, making it an incredibly easy install for your truck. So what do you say we go ahead and install our new turn signals? So what we can do at this point is take our new turn signal and we can plug this into our factory wiring harness. This is going to clip into place, and you want to make sure that it is clipped, that you hear a little click when you do that. Then we can take the bottom side of our mirror housing and we can align those two pins at the top that we pinched to remove our old one. And there is also going to be an alignment pin on here, so you want to make sure that that is aligned as well. That's going to snap into place. And then we can install the bottom of our mirror cover with those two screws that we originally removed. So first we're going to flip this around and we can hook the wire into the provided hook on the top. Then we can align this with the bottom of our mirror, and this has a little edge on it that's just going to tuck into the bottom of the mirror. We can take our two screws that we removed and put them into place. We can take our Phillips head socket or Phillips head screwdriver and carefully thread those in. Now that the bottom mirror cover is installed, we can just pop our top mirror cover back into place and we'll be all set to go. So after you've completed everything on one side and the mirror is all buttoned up, you can repeat that same process on the other side. So that is going to wrap it up for my review and install. Make sure you like and subscribe for more videos and products just like this, and always keep it right here at extremeterrain.com.